police have been called to a crash involving a pedal cyclist. Emergency medical teams are now trying to save the life of a seriously injured man. His bike has collided with a lorry that had just left a nearby depot and was loaded with steel.
Got serious head injuries, the cyclist. Not looking good at the moment.
Collision investigator PC Rhys Dickinson needs to find out exactly what's happened here.
All I know at the moment is he cycles to and from work. He's in his 50s. Wasn't wearing a helmet.
The cyclist was in that, see the white line there, like the cycle lane? He was in that. As I'm coming up there, I've seen him in the cycle lane.
It's not an actual cycle lane, but going along between the curb and the edge of carriageway marking. It should be a relatively safe road. Someone has got to do something wrong for it to happen on this road. This shows us where the impact was. This is so clean. All the dirt has been removed off it.
With marks also left on the road surface, these could reveal vital clues about the driver's actions.
And just see something from back here. We know he's definitely seen the bike because he's braking. The only way you can generate these marks is when you're applying heavy braking. And because it goes all the way to the tyre, it means he has been pedalled to the floor on the brake all the way till he's come to a stop. So he's taken evasive action. Did he take it in time? Has he reacted too late? All things we've got to put together.
The cyclist who was struck by this lorry remains in a critical condition in hospital. And the next day, Rhys's investigation continues.
The driver said, as he's driving along, you can see the pedal cyclist up ahead, clearly, he says. He moves out slightly to give some more room to the cyclist, and just before he knows it, the cyclist just pulls across.
The driver claimed he had nowhere to go. All he could do was slam on his brakes. It's now essential to establish exactly what happened in the moments leading up to the impact. And there is a way to find out. The lorry has a dash cam, and it was recording at the time of the crash.
As the lorry was coming along the road, travelling in its lane correctly, you can just about see the cyclist up ahead. To see the pedal cyclist just pull across the road like that, without apparently looking to see if it was clear, it was shocking. I could only put it down to one possible reason, and that was he was going to go to the junction on the offside. There was two clear signs saying that there's no right turn into this junction for the direction he was travelling.
Signs like these do apply to cyclists. But could the lorry driver have done anything more?
You could just see on the dash cam just at the start, it's starting to move over onto the other side of the road before the bike starts moving across. And he said that was so he was giving the cyclist more room.
And there's a small detail in the footage that reveals something significant about the driver's actions.
You can actually see the pitch of the whole cab come forward. The dash cam suddenly comes down, which shows that the emergency braking is now happening. We're able to look at how quickly he reacted from the time the bike started coming across the road. And his reaction time was under a second, so he was already decelerating at impact. The lorry driver did everything he could. You couldn't expect anyone to do any more.
No action was taken against the driver, and the cyclist has recovered from his injuries.